Hi, I'm Dr. Kimberly Lara. I've been a chiropractic physician and nutritional counselor for over 20 years. I'm here today to tell you some reasons why people are gaining weight so rapidly and some of the solutions on what to do about it. Now, here's some alarming statistics. 2/3 of the population, that's 72% of adults, are overweight. And more alarmingly, 40% of children are overweight. This is a terrible problem in our country and many countries around the world. Why is this happening? Well, one reason to blame is some technology. For example, when we were children, we were always out playing kickball, playing softball, out in the yard, running around with our friends at the park. But nowadays, what do you see children doing? They're on their little gadgets, right? They're on their phone, their iPad, or they're in their house on their Xbox. And of course, to go along with that, probably eating some unhealthy snack, maybe some soda, some Cheetos, or some sweet cookies or something like that. And that has been causing a lot of sedentary lifestyle, a lot of weight gain, and children just are not as active as they used to be. Now, us adults are not exempt from that. Many of us spend way too much time on the computer. Maybe it's your work, maybe it's looking at Facebook or other websites, and it has made us very sedentary. We need to get out, we need to be more active, we need to be exercising more. The other part is there's convenience food on every corner. When I was a kid and we were going to go someplace like McDonald's, it was a treat and it was far away. We had to drive and we had to go inside. But nowadays, what's happening is every single corner has some type of fast food or unhealthy food option that makes it so easy and so tempting to get that junk food. And food, by the way, that are huge portions, full of fat, hydrogenated oil, sugars, things that are just making us more and more obese overall. Some other reasons, people are always looking for a quick fix. If someone notices themselves getting overweight, they just want something easy and quick without changing their lifestyle. Maybe they want to hurry up and get a fat-burning shot or an injection or a super magic fat-burning pill or some kind of program that's going to be a magical quick weight loss. The truth is, to have a healthy weight, we need to change our lifestyle a little bit. We need to have some self-control and knowledge, and that's the point of this informational seminar. Now, some of the dangers of being overweight are obvious. Many people already know this, but they don't realize it until they're really in trouble sometimes. For example, heart disease and strokes are much more prevalent in those overweight. Even if you're 10 pounds overweight, that excess body fat can dislodge and get caught in an artery or get caught in a major blood vessel and cause a heart attack or stroke. High blood pressure. Some people have high blood pressure and they're just taking medication, continuing on with the unhealthy lifestyle instead of finding out what caused the high blood pressure in the first place. High cholesterol, high triglycerides, diabetes, clogged liver, even your chance of cancer increases by just being about 10 pounds overweight. Gallbladder disease, it seems like everybody's getting their gallbladder removed or has gallstones. Osteoarthritis, painful joints, breathing problems, sleep apnea, the list goes on. So it's obvious to some people that it's dangerous, but why don't we prevent some of these problems until waiting how sick and how run down and how overweight we really can become? So my goal is to give you some solutions. What can you do to lose weight and become healthier? Now, first thing I want to talk about are fat-burning hormones. Did you know that you already have fat-burning hormones in your body? You do not need to go someplace to get a super magical fat-burning shot or pill. They already exist in your body. We have many of them, but for some people, they're lying dormant. They're not working properly. So one of the major organs that are controlling, or the major gland that is, controlling these fat-burning hormones is the thyroid. The thyroid gland is extremely important in putting out those fat-burning enzymes. But those enzymes are sometimes blocked by poor nutrition, by preservatives, by different chemicals in our foods, chemicals in the atmosphere. And did you know that you could go and get a laboratory test or a blood test with your medical doctor, and you can tell them, you know, doc, I'm feeling really run down, I'm tired, my hair's not falling out, I'm getting kind of flabby here, this is frustrating. And you expect that thyroid test to come back abnormal. And the doc says, wow, you're fine. You don't have any problem with your thyroid. And you feel really frustrated over that because you wanted to know the cause of your problem. But a lot of these chemicals can actually block the hormone receptors in the thyroid, making your thyroid look perfectly normal in a blood test. Did you know that it has to be 70% failed, your thyroid, for it to show up in a blood test? So what if it's 40% failed or 50% insufficient? Wouldn't you like to know that? And that's something that we do with our health assessment in our clinic. We want to let you know if your thyroid is sluggish. It might not have showed up in a blood test yet, but if it's sluggish, you would want to know about it and do something naturally to help boost that and get those fat-burning hormones going again and get your metabolism going again. You don't want your metabolism to be moving like those slow carousels that you see at the fair. You want it to be moving like a quick windmill, very fast, so you can feel more energy and you can get your fat burning going. Now, there's been many studies on weight loss, and what's pretty interesting is as we become more and more advanced, the more knowledge we have, the more technology, the more special diets that are out there, you would think that we are getting better and better every year. But the truth is, even with all this knowledge and advanced technology, every single year our country gets fatter and fatter, sicker and sicker. And they did a study from 1985 to 2010. Each and every year, the obesity rate multiplied, all the way to the point that we are now 72% overweight. So the question is, what are we going to do about it? Because if we do nothing about it, the prediction is by year 2030, 90% of Americans will be overweight. Now, I know you don't want to be in that statistic, nor do you want your family, your parents, your children, your loved ones or friends to be in that statistic. So again, that is the point of this educational seminar, to give you some information on how you can become healthier, feel better, look better, and you will not be the one becoming overweight. So why does this problem continually get worse? I mean, aren't we smarter? Don't we have more at our disposal? Well, the problem gets worse because we'll use Sally as an example. As Sally gets busier and busier in her fast-paced lifestyle, she's eating more fast food, pre-packaged food from a box, bag, or can, just to save some time. And since Sally's body's not getting the nutrients she needs, her body thinks it's starving, so her body holds on to more and more fat. And this is a very common problem. I know as a woman myself, I have children, I have to take them to school, I have a husband, I have responsibilities at home, a job. This is, most of the population, we are on the run. Whether you're a male or female, all of us are on the run. We do not pay attention to the body's nutritional requirements. We just want easy, quick, and it can be very deceiving because sometimes we'll see these little packaged foods that say, 100 calories, and it seems like it might be healthy, but if you read those ingredients, it's filled with sugars, hydrogenated oils, things that are very bad for you and can cause a big imbalance in the body. So another thing is the toxins in our body. We are very toxic as a society. We just live in a toxic world, right? We have dirty air we're breathing in every day. I know when I go hiking with my husband, I expect to get to the top and see this beautiful view. But what do I see? All of this black smog. So we're breathing that in every day. All of our foods are laden down with pesticides, chemicals, preservatives, some very, very toxic, cancer-causing things that are creating dishealth in our body. Now, a lot of diet programs do not look at the toxins in your body. They don't even give them any regard. They're not talking about it. Instead, they're going to give you that quick fix that most people are looking for, like just eat these prepackaged meals, or just have these bars, or just take these magic pills, and you will be able to lose weight. And yes, you might lose some weight on those programs, but you will never keep it off because your filters were never cleaned out. I know when I do cleaning in my house, especially vacuuming, everything that's on that floor better get picked up. It better be clean if I'm putting that effort in. But sometimes it's not. And I go, what's going on here with this vacuum? And I open it up and I see a full filter of all of this gunk and dirt. And I realize, wow, I have to empty that filter, put it back in, and now the vacuum is working perfectly. The same thing with the air condition. Being in this Arizona heat, you certainly don't want to be, your air condition not working efficiently. But sometimes if you put that air down and you look up and you go, I don't feel any cold air, and you might see that air condition filter filled with a lot of dust and dirt. So what is the solution? Clean that filter out and now turn the air on, and you're going to be very comfortable and cool. Guys can relate to filters in their car, right? We have the air filter, we have the oil filter, and you know if you do not change that oil filter, your engine will not run as well as it could. Your car could even be damaged. Your engine can be damaged. So the solution is to clean out the filter. Our bodies have filters. Our liver is one of the major filters in our body. It's kind of like the septic tank of our body. We also have the kidneys. We also have the intestines. And at a cellular level, we are just constantly trying to deal with the toxins. So if you have never cleaned your body out of the toxins, you might be experiencing some health issues. And you might be experiencing weight gain. You may not be able to burn fat like you used to. You might not have even changed your diet or exercise plan. But if you have filters that are clogged in your body, your metabolism will slow down, you will be tired, you will be sluggish, you will be achy, and a natural answer would be to clean those filters out. When you come into our clinic for a health assessment, we're going to take a look at your toxic burden, and if you have these toxins in your body, we can give you a safe, natural, guided detoxification program. Now let's get to these 10 reasons why you may not be triggering your fat-burning hormones. Reason number 1, skipping meals, reducing your calories, and letting yourself get hungry. Now here's a very common scenario. You might get up in the morning, getting dressed for work or school, and you realize, oh, I cannot zip up these jeans. Or my clothes, I have this flab hanging over my waistline. What is this? And you change 5 or 6 times before you leave the house. I know some of you do that. Well, here is something that we do to punish ourselves. We say, that's it. I'm not going to eat today. I'm not eating. I'm tired of this weight gain. So you don't eat, you leave the house. You get to work, you start to get a little grumpy. You start to feel a little lightheaded. Your employees and your employer might be saying, what's going on with you today? You might feel a little bit lightheaded and not doing so well. So all of a sudden, you go home, you're trying to not eat, and you're starving. So you start going through your pantry or going through your food cabinet, and you grab anything. Crackers, the kids' cookies, whatever you can get your hands on, and you end up overeating, and you end up making poor choices. This is why this is wrong. This type of eating causes a tremendous stress on your body because you let your blood sugar get low. When you eat, the next thing you put in your mouth hours later, it makes your blood sugar raise very high. Therefore, insulin gets secreted by the pancreas and gets secreted in very high amounts, too high for that matter, and it stays elevated for a long period of time. Did you know insulin produced in that high amount is actually a fat storage hormone? We don't want fat storage hormone, we want fat burning hormone. The other thing is this creates a tremendous stress on your body. Your adrenal gland produces a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol was meant only for emergencies to slow our body down. This cortisol also is a fat storage hormone. So this type of eating, or not eating I should say, skipping meals, creates 2 fat storage hormones. Did you know by eating more, you can actually speed up your metabolism? But it takes eating the right types of foods and the right timing. It's better for you to eat 5 small meals throughout the day, or about every 2.5 hours, give yourself a healthy snack. Something like almonds, something like cut up vegetables, something like fruit that does not have a high sugar content, maybe some healthy protein shakes. We need to be continually, every 2.5 hours, have a little snack. This way, our blood sugar never drops to a low dangerous point, and we do not stress out our adrenal gland, creating this cortisol production. So, having this method of skipping meals, don't do it anymore. You might as well eat and make healthy choices. You'll lose a lot more weight. Reason number 2, eating refined sugars and refined grains. This is, in my opinion, the biggest cause for weight gain. Back in the day, they used to blame meat, eggs, things like that, even fats, even healthy fats on weight gain. That's not true. It's the refined sugar and refined grain that is packing on the pounds for people and creating tremendous havoc and imbalance in your body. So if you think about it, a lot of people are grabbing bagels in the morning, grabbing waffles, sugar, muffins, all these snacks, all these bars. All of this sugar, again, will create a very high sugar spike, therefore creating that insulin surge, and that insulin, we already learned, is a fat storage hormone. These grains are so modified. Nowadays, all of this white flour product is poison for your body. These bread companies literally strip the grain, specifically wheat, from all of its nutrients. They refine that flour. It becomes a very processed product that your body no longer recognizes. And then they try to add, again, those nutrients back in, but at that point, they're not absorbable. Plus, the gluten factor has raised. Gluten used to be in bread about 5% back in the 70s. Now, most breads are 50% gluten, which is something that causes a lot of inflammation, not only in your digestive tract, but also in your joints. It can create irritable bowel syndrome. It can create extreme bloating and gas. And when you have that stress on your body, you will not lose weight. So if you really want to change a habit that will make you lose weight pretty quickly, get rid of sugar in your diet and get rid of these refined grains. Reason number 3, excess sugar with excess protein. Now, this is your typical meal when you go to those fast food restaurants, right? You might get a burger, some fries, maybe some soda, maybe even a milkshake. When you have already your pancreas pretty upset with you that you're eating too much sugar, now you add protein to the mix, your liver enzymes become very inactive. The liver is actually responsible for breaking down protein and fat. But when you are mixing that with excess sugar, it's null and void. The liver is not going to produce those fat-burning enzymes. And then you have undigested matter in your digestive tract, which ultimately turns to fat. A lot of people are eating things like these frozen yogurts, low-fat frozen yogurt. So you have your dairy protein and you have that high sugar. That combination creates such an imbalance between your pancreas and your liver that you're going to store fat, no matter how many calories or fat grams are in that food. You want to have a balanced body. You want your pancreas and liver to be happy with you, so it will do its job, speeding up your metabolism and burning fat. Reason number 4 is overeating. And this is really easy to do. You might go to your favorite restaurant and they give you a portion for 3 people, right? But it's so yummy, you paid for it, that you end up eating the whole meal. And of course, that creates a lot of issues with your digestion, and actually your liver can't keep up with all the toxins in that food and will kick those fats and toxins into your bloodstream, creating things like high triglycerides or high cholesterol. A lot of us are also overeating for emotional reasons. Some people say, oh, Dr. Kim, my problem is I eat because I'm depressed, or I eat because I'm stressed, or I eat because I'm nervous. We always have some kind of emotional reason. I actually have a treatment for that in my clinic, because for some people, the problem isn't so much in their stomach, it's more in their head, that they're using food for comfort. And if that is your issue, we would be very happy to help you with that. Now, some of the consequences of overeating is insulin pours out in very high amounts, which you already have learned is a fat storage hormone. This high amount of insulin actually blocks a hormone that is your friend, that is called leptin. Leptin tells your body that you're full. Stop eating. But when we're eating such large quantities and at such a rapid pace, this leptin is no longer working for you. The stomach and intestines also stretch. I know when I was in anatomy class in chiropractic college and we worked on cadavers, these tubes inside our body are only about a 3-inch diameter. But when we are eating these large amounts of food, it actually stretches your intestines, creates outpocketing, maybe some diverticulitis or polyps, and that doesn't always bounce back to the 3-inch diameter. It stays stretched. So now it might be 6 or 7-inch in diameter. And then we get a lot of sludge along the sides of the intestines. You might have seen this in your sink at home when you have all these products in your sink and soap and hairsprays and all this gets in there. And what happens is those pipes have a buildup on the side. That actually happens in our intestines, preventing us from absorbing nutrients and also preventing us from losing weight. The adrenal stress when you overeat produces cortisol, like we mentioned before, which is a fat-storing hormone. Autointoxication. You cannot get the toxins out of your body quick enough when you're overeating. Plus, there's a lot of addictive food chemicals. Did you know MSG is not just for Chinese food? That MSG, monosodium glutamate, is in a lot of foods. It's actually in your Doritos. It's in salad dressing. It's in a lot of sauces. It's in a lot of broth, a lot of soups, foods that you might consider healthy. But that salt makes you crave more and more salt and will make you overeat and make you very bloated and store a lot of excess water as well. It's almost like a sewage backup. I know when my sink is all clogged up in my house and my husband gets a little upset, he has to go in there with that special tool to clean it out. It's kind of a big stinky mess, isn't it? Well, a lot of people are sweating a lot. They have a lot of body odor, bad breath. A lot of that comes from your cleansing system not working well, and that built up of toxins from overeating and eating too fast. Now, I show you this beautiful picture here. You have the colon that's healthy and the unhealthy colon. Why do I even bring this up? Because 80 to 90% of diseases start here. You can have a fermentation of bacteria, virus, fungus, mold building up in your intestines. And that can create abnormal cells, which can cluster together, and you can get tumors pretty much anywhere in your body. As a matter of fact, when you clean out this colon, it is a very heavy-duty type of clay. I've had people say to me, Dr. Kim, is it healthy when I hear of a person losing 10 to 12 pounds in a week on your weight loss and detoxification programs? And I said, yes, because these toxins weigh a lot. As a matter of fact, the toxins that are in your liver are sort of like a waxy clay substance as well. And when you dig deep down into the nooks and crannies of the liver as well, and the colon, and get all those toxins out, you're going to lose the weight right where you want it, right in that front section. Most people complain about that belly fat, or some of these men telling me, I feel like I'm pregnant, I want to get rid of this belly. A lot of that is toxins. So if you have never cleaned your body out, I highly recommend doing it. I know you ladies would not go years and years and years without cleaning your house. Probably not your bathroom or kitchen either. You would want it clean. So what about our bodies? It's something that we need to do. Reason number 5 that your fat-burning hormones are not working is consumption of alcohol. Now, I know everybody thinks they need their wine for antioxidants and they love to socially have a beer here and there. But the truth is, the moment that alcohol hits your lips, your liver is aggravated. It will actually block fat-burning enzymes. If you're trying to lose weight, you know you're toxic, you need to get healthier, I would refrain from the alcohol for a while. We need to get your filters cleaned out. So if you have this aggravation of liver every time you're drinking, if you're drinking every night or 3 or 4 drinks a week, it's going to put your body in fat storage mode, because it also triggers the insulin, which we mentioned causes the weight gain. It also produces cortisol, another fat storage hormone. Another thing it causes, very interesting, is fermentation. Fermentation of yeast. We get a buildup of yeast in our body, not only from a high sugar diet, a high white flour diet, but also alcohol. Now, this over manifestation of yeast and fermentation in the body is a condition called Candida. Candida can mimic so many diseases. I've had many people come in the clinic thinking they've had fibromyalgia, other musculoskeletal issues, when really all it was Candida, because it can create a lot of pain in the body. It can also create allergies, bloating, respiratory problems, always having that congestion or mucousy cough, headaches, dizziness, things like bladder infections or the toenail fungus. This Candida, why is it so important when it comes to weight loss? Because Candida will absolutely paralyze your metabolism and cause your liver and thyroid to malfunction. So if we know that those organs, the thyroid and the liver, are responsible for helping you burn fat, and you have Candida, we need to eliminate the Candida. And this is something we do in our clinic when we do a health assessment on you to find out if you have Candida. Because if you do have it, the type of detoxification program you need will be the one that has the herbs that actually kill this fungus, which basically it's a systemic fungal infection, Candida. To kill that from your body, you will feel amazing once the Candida is out of your body, and all of a sudden you're going to realize your metabolism speeding up. I actually had a gentleman, Greg, to our office, and he was very excited because he lost 26 pounds and 24 inches on the detoxification program. But what he was more excited about is his allergies were eradicated within 2 weeks. By getting rid of all of that candida from his body, he no longer has to live on Claritin D, which he took on a daily basis for many years. So he is just so grateful and thankful for that, and it was just a blessing to help him with that. Now, reason number 6 that your fat-burning hormones are not working properly: consuming caffeinated drinks such as coffee or colas. Now, again, I know everybody loves their coffee and cola, but let's talk about some of those things, such as caffeine. We know that caffeine might perk you up temporarily, right? This is why coffee is America's #1 morning drink. But that caffeine, every day you're stimulating your adrenal gland eventually gets fatigued. And when it gets fatigued, fat-burning hormones are disabled. You actually go into fat storage mode. It also makes that adrenal gland produce more cortisol. Now, here's the problem with high cortisol. It disrupts hormones. Now, a lot of you already know that hormones can cause weight gain. For men, the high cortisol will block testosterone. So some men, they notice, I'm getting a little flabbier. I have breasts, my libido is down, my muscle mass is down, I'm gaining weight, I'm tired, I don't feel good. Well, notice every corner has a Starbucks. It seems like every day people are consuming more and more caffeine and sugar for that matter. Just try getting rid of the caffeine and you'll notice your testosterone getting back to normal. Another thing for women, it's kind of an opposite effect. It creates more estrogen. Estrogen is not your best friend if you want to lose weight because estrogen requires fat. It will make you store more fat the higher your estrogen is. So our ladies have estrogen and we have progesterone. We never want the estrogen to be in excess, but it's so easy to happen because estrogen is found basically in all of our meats, unless it's organic. It's found in eggs, it's found in so many food chemicals, it's found in pesticides, plastics, microwaving, the carbon monoxide you're breathing in the car in front of you. It creates something called a pseudoestrogen that looks and acts like estrogen in your body and will make you feel pretty terrible. It will make you bloated, it will make you have belly fat, might make you have fat on your thighs, cellulite, it might make your periods very heavy and unpleasant, tender breasts. It could even cause cancer, too much estrogen. So a lot of this estrogen can be detoxified out of your body, but by consuming too much caffeine, you are increasing your estrogen level, which is not the wise thing to do if you're trying to lose weight. And another highly caffeinated drink is this Rockstar, Red Bull, all these high energy drinks. You see them, you even see teenagers drink them or young children, and it's destroying people's health. It is destroying your adrenal gland. If your adrenal gland is not healthy, you'll have an extremely difficult time losing the weight. Also, this caffeine causes forceful heart contractions. Cardiac arrest can even happen. I even heard of a story of a young man drinking these Red Bulls all day, and he died of a heart attack, but had no previous medical condition. So you need to be really careful, not only if you want to lose weight, but it's not good for your health overall. And migraines. If you suffer from migraines or if you have insomnia, poor sleeping pattern, I would get rid of the caffeine. It is going to make you feel so much better. It might be a little hard at first, but once you get it out of your system, you're going to feel like a new person and you will no longer crave it. Now, soda is another enemy of your health and another enemy to weight loss. 1 can of soda has 9.5 teaspoons of sugar. That's a ton of sugar. And if you're consuming 2 or 3 of these cans a day, no wonder we have so much diabetes. We have diabetes type 2 rampant in our country now. And a lot of us are blaming it on genetics, which yes, you might be genetically disposed. However, if you're drinking all this soda, that's what's causing it. You're making your pancreas produce so much insulin that eventually says, I give up. I can't keep up with all the sugar consumption. Now, if you're the type of person that stops, you get your gas and you go in and get the big gulp, the big one, 19 teaspoons of sugar in that. And then if you go back in the afternoon for the free refill, you're now having close to 40 teaspoons of sugar. This is what's causing so much weight gain. It's interesting because you might see the soda and it says 0 grams of fat, but it turns into the most deadly type of fat inside your body and creates fat storage. So it's a little deceiving. So if you want to lose weight and you're a big soda or coffee drinker, quit that and you will notice that you will start to lose weight a lot quicker and feel better. Some people say, don't worry, Dr. Kim, I drink diet soda. Coke Zero or some type of no sugar type of drink. Well, here's the problem. The sweetener called aspartame that's in those drinks is actually a neurotoxin. It's actually found in pesticides. Did you know that? I bet you don't want to be drinking it after you've found that out. But the diet soda also will stimulate insulin because it's sweeter than sugar. There was actually a study on those drinking 12 ounces of diet soda. They had a 33% chance of getting diabetes, where the 20 ounces, the big gulp, had a 66% higher chance of diabetes. And a study on rats drinking Diet Coke gained 14% more body fat in 2 weeks, and it slowered the metabolism. So if you're trying to lose weight, don't think that drinking the diet sodas are going to help you. It will actually make you crave more sugar and crave more diet soda and these artificial sweeteners, which are terrible for you. It's not a good remedy. What you really need to do is drink more water. Each person needs to drink half their body's weight in water, but in ounces. Soda also leaches calcium from the bones. You ladies or gentlemen worried about osteoporosis, you need as much calcium as possible, but soda actually leaches calcium from your bones. So try to eliminate those drinks and you're going to feel a lot better. So I ask you, is it really worth it? Because some people do not want to give those up. And you can get healthy gradually. You don't have to cut it all out immediately and get a big headache the next day. But start decreasing slowly but surely, and you're going to feel your health be renewed. Now, if this gentleman here, Joseph, can do a detoxification program and get rid of his junk food habits, his sodas, and so forth, then you can do it. This wonderful boy, he's about 15 years old, he lost 53 pounds and 33.5 inches in a 12-week period on our detoxification program. And what was so wonderful, his mom brought him in for diabetes. Yes, he was overweight. Yes, he felt bad, but he had diabetes. And his mother said, 15 years old, we have to stop this. So we gave him a new eating plan that is very enjoyable to him. He eats all day long, but it's the right types of food, the right timing of food. And because of that, he was able to lose 53 pounds in 12 weeks. So if a teenager can do it, I think anybody can. Now, why else would you not be triggering your fat-burning hormones? Reason number 7, no exercise or the wrong exercise. Before I was a chiropractic physician, I used to be a personal trainer. I worked at Jack LaLanne, and I saw all these ladies coming in night after night, riding their bike, on their treadmill, and year after year, they looked the same. They didn't look any thinner. They didn't look more fit. They didn't look more muscular because they were doing the wrong type of exercise. It's very important for you to know your body's composition. No matter what your weight is, you should know what is your body fat percentage, what is your muscle mass, what is your water, what is your structural content. These are things that we check when you come into our clinic so we can give you the proper recommendations. For some people, they should not be exercising. If you have extreme adrenal fatigue, any type of exercise will make that adrenal fatigue worse, and you'll produce cortisol and get nowhere with your exercise. It might even make you worse. For others, they're spending too much time on cardiovascular, like the ladies at Jack LaLanne. All they did was slowly ride the bike or get on the treadmill. What you need if you have high body fat is resistance exercise. And our trainers at our clinic can recommend the exact proper exercise for your particular body composition. To know your body composition, we can give you the best exercise program. Now, reason number 8, too much stress. It's easy for me to just say, don't have stress, but that's nearly impossible, right? We have people that have wrong things happen in their body, some stressful things. We have kids, we have jobs. It's hard to say don't have stress. All I can recommend is don't overload your plate with responsibilities you can't handle, because that will lead to a lot of stress. But there's other types of stresses in the body. For example, internal stress, physical stress. You might be a happy-go-lucky, even-keeled person with no stress on the mental side, but on the physical, internal side, you might have your pancreas in havoc because of your terrible eating habits. Your liver, if it's totally clogged, it's creating havoc inside your body and creating stress. If your digestive system is not digesting food properly and you're storing undigested food, you're creating stress. So when you come into our clinic, we're going to take a look at your stress level, take a look at the condition of your adrenal glands, and give you the best recommendations to get that stress down and heal those things that are creating the stress in the first place. Here's some consequences of high stress. One of them is it interferes with enzymes that break down fat. This is why so many people, when they go under a stressful situation or take on a new stressful job, they suddenly gain 20, 30 pounds. It's too much. It's the stress that's causing that. High blood pressure, high cortisol, bone loss, muscle pains, insomnia, emotional eating. The list goes on. So we need to eliminate that stress that's going on in your body. Reason number 9 that your fat-burning hormones are not working for you, poor sleeping habits. Some people say, oh yeah, I stay up till midnight, 1 in the morning, I'm watching TV, I'm on the computer. That is terrible if you're trying to lose weight. The best thing you can do is try to get in bed around 10 o'clock, the latest, and sleep until maybe 6 or 7 in the morning. Try to at least get 7 to 8 hours of healthy, uninterrupted sleep. You might say, that's impossible for me. I get up every 2 hours to urinate, or I get up because I'm anxious, or I just wake up, or maybe you're in menopause and you're waking up in a hot sweat every night. We can help you correct your sleeping habits. A lot of people can't sleep because they have such imbalanced bodies. Once we balance the body, clean it out of toxins, you'll be sleeping better. Now here's the wonderful benefit of that. When you are sleeping those 7 to 8 hours, about 2 or 3 hours into that sleep, your body is going to produce the growth hormone. The growth hormone is like the anti-aging hormone. Makes your skin look better, your hair look better, makes you feel rejuvenated when you wake up in the morning. But the best thing is it burns fat. Yes, you can burn fat while you sleep. How easy is that? But too many people are up too late, getting up too early, paying no attention, not realizing that proper sleep can actually make you lose weight and feel healthier. Now, the most important reason yet is reason number 10. The reason your fat-burning hormones may not be triggered is because of poor liver function. Did you know your liver is in control of 500 bodily functions? So if your liver's not functioning correctly, you're going to have not only a lot of health problems, you're going to be gaining a lot of weight. Fat-burning hormones are disabled if it's filled with toxins. So the answer would be to clean that liver out. It is so important to your weight loss. You could be spending all this money, you could be trying so hard, doing everything to lose weight, and if your liver is not functioning right and filled with toxins, you're not going to get anywhere. And you're not going to get permanent weight loss, possibly a little bit of temporary weight loss, but if you get your liver functioning at 100%, you're going to feel so much better, and you're going to look so much better once you lose that weight. So how do you do that? How do you cleanse the liver to aid in weight loss? Well, the detoxification process is a whole process. I don't recommend just detoxifying the colon by itself or the liver by itself, because all these organs and glands work in synergy with one another and they depend on one another. So the process of detoxifying needs to be systemic, needs to be your digestive tract, your kidneys, your bladder, your lymphatic system, your lungs, your skin, every cell in the body. And this is something that we can help you do under the guidance of professionals who know what they're doing and give you the natural products that you need and the right eating plan on exactly how to do this detoxification program. And I do have many people who think they're not toxic, but the truth is, even if you're eating lots of fruits and vegetables, the pesticides, the soil, the air, they're everywhere. We just simply live in a toxic society. So this can benefit anybody to get to detoxify their body. This gentleman, Bob, who is one of our patients, he went on the 12-week detoxification program, and he was so excited because he lost 48 pounds and 40 inches. We have some fantastic treatments in our office called medical body wraps. These body wraps are something that help detoxify and dislodge fat and break up fat. So that's why we're also getting so many inch loss with our programs. But Bob was able to balance his body. His blood pressure was better, cholesterol was improved, he's able to work better. This guy's a truck driver. So again, if a teenager and a truck driver can do something like this, anybody can do it. Now, you might be worried about your cravings. You might say, I don't think I can do anything like this because all I do all day is crave sugar. Well, here's a fact. A toxic body craves junk food. A cleansed body craves healthy food. When I was back in high school, if I passed McDonald's and I smelled fries, I wanted to pull myself in there and get some fries. Now when I smell those fries, I want to gag. I don't like it. I feel terrible. It just makes me sick. And what do I crave? I crave salads. I crave brown rice, lean, healthy meats, things that are good for your body. So once you cleanse your body, you're going to notice the cravings for the things that got you toxic and sick in the first place and overweight in the first place. It will no longer be an issue for you. So when your liver is cleansed, cravings disappear. And this can start as soon as you begin the detoxification process. Now, we already mentioned a little bit about hormones, but what do hormones have to do with weight loss? Everything. Because if this estrogen is very high in your body, or if the testosterone is too low in your body, you're going to have a body composition of high body fat. I had this lady, Blanca, who had very imbalanced hormones, was on the verge of full-blown menopause and wanted to do something about it before she got into full-blown menopause. She lost 24 pounds on the detoxification program and 55 inches. 55 inches. That's amazing because she followed our eating plan, followed the supplementation, got some of the body wraps, did the exercise we told her. So the information is there. We just need to implement it. Now, how can you trigger your fat-burning hormones? What are the fat-burning hormones? Just to recap, our thyroid hormones, growth hormone, testosterone, glucagon, adrenaline, irisin, and leptin. Now, how do we stimulate them? We have to, first of all, identify what's inhibiting them. We've already mentioned a whole gamut of things that can block fat-burning hormones. We can better pinpoint and identify what's blocking your specific fat-burning hormones through our health assessment. Eliminate those fat-storing hormones like cortisol and insulin. Let's cut out the sugar, the white flour, the caffeine, the toxic foods. Try to get sleep every night, 7 to 8 hours. Exercise and find out the right type of exercise for your particular body type. Let's get your hormones balanced. Let's eat fat-burning foods. Most vegetables are fat-burning foods. It costs more calories to burn those vegetables than it does the calorie content in the vegetables. So you can never go wrong with eating lots of vegetables. Try to eat 5 small meals a day. Clean out all of the toxins and make your body a fat-burning machine. And if you have an emotional eating issue, we can help you with that. Now, we offer phenomenal detoxification programs as well as weight loss programs in our office. We utilize different herbs to help your body cleanse naturally. It's not the type of cleanse that you have to fear, that you're always going to have to be going to the bathroom and you have to stay home, you can't go to work or school, because this is monitored by a group and a staff of professionals that will help you. Now, by listening to this video or attending our seminar, we have a special offer for you. If you are fed up with weight gain and you've tried everything and you are ready to take a step into bettering your health and losing weight for good, we are excited to help you reach that goal. And we can do that through, first step, the health assessment. Normally, that health assessment is $125 in our clinic for an hour of my time or one of our nutritionists' time. But by watching this video, you will get $100 off. So the cost of the assessment is brought down to $25. Or maybe you're one of the lucky ones that got a coupon from somewhere and have a free health assessment. In any case, we are just so excited to help you reach your health goals and reach your weight loss goals.
Okay, I was on the 5-week program. I lost 26 pounds and 38 inches total. Before the program, I felt sluggish, real tired. My joints ached, just general blah. Now, after going through it, my energy level is way up. I sleep through the night. My joints are not as achy. They don't ache hardly ever. Health issues that have cleared up, my digestion feels a lot better. I don't feel as though my stomach is having a hard time digesting the food that it used to. So I know my cravings are way down. I don't have any that are for sweets. Every once in a while for something salty, but then I grab some nuts and I'm good. And again, my energy level is way up because of that. So I would highly recommend the program, and it's so easy to follow. Everything is in the book for you. It's you follow these steps and all of a sudden the program's done. So, and you feel a whole lot better for doing it. So,
my name is Joseph Acuna. I was on the 12-week program. I lost 52.8 pounds and 33.5 inches. Before the program, I felt really bloated and nasty and was always sitting on my couch watching TV, not really feeling like doing anything. I was always, I don't know, I just was fat. And now after going through this program, I feel really energized, always wanting to do something and not wanting to sit down all day. The health issues that I had cleared up were diabetes, close to diabetes, and my energy level is really at its highest, and I'm always up and doing something now instead of watching TV all day. And I would recommend this program because it's quick, easy, and it's for your health, so why not?
What positive changes have I noticed since doing my 5-week program? I've made better food choices. I've had been sleeping better. I've had way more energy than I ever had before. I've been happier. I've not been as depressed. I have had more confidence in myself. It has really helped me a lot. Not be so negative, but I've had a lot more positive changes, for sure. Some of the problems that I had before doing this program were, of course, the energy level. I had no energy. I was always tired. Sleeping, I never slept very well. Concentration was not well at all. Memory, forget it. It was very hard to remember anything. The weight that I lost was 17.6 pounds in 5 weeks and 14.5 inches. Yay! Yes, I would recommend this to others. Yes, yes, yes. It works. And it's not as hard as you think it might be, and it worked for me. If it worked for me, it will work for you. And I would recommend this to anyone. If you're thinking about losing weight, you want to lose weight, you need help, and you don't know what to do or how to do it, this is how you do it. Come here and they explain everything to you, and it really works. You don't have to buy prepackaged meals. You cook your own food, you go to the grocery store, you buy your own food, and I guarantee you, if you do it, you will feel better and you will lose weight. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Marshall. I was in the 5-week program and I lost 22 pounds and 8 inches. Before the program, I really felt like I was out of control. I exercised a lot, but I didn't lose weight, and I was really frustrated. I tried several programs and didn't have success. But now, after going through the program, I found out, you know what, even I can lose weight. And I was really excited, and I felt like I kind of gained control back of my life. I can lose weight, and I really believe that I can maintain this. One of the things that really cleared up, and probably the thing that got me started on the program in the first place, was I couldn't sleep. I'd wake up in the middle of the night starving, hungry, and I'd have to go out, get a snack, and then sometimes I couldn't even sleep in bed. I'd have to go out on the sofa and sleep there. I'd wander around the house like a zombie. It was terrible. So I decided I've got to do something so that I can sleep. And this program really helped me with that. Now my energy level definitely is better. And I would encourage anybody that has, even if you've tried other programs and they haven't worked, give this one a try because it was really helpful for me.